This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
All weekend, people all over the area have been honoring our veterans on Veterans Day weekend. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Bush. Students in the Melville School District honored more than 100 fallen soldiers in a special way. 5 on your side's Mercedes McKay takes us to Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery with more on a yearly tradition.
It's been a burial place for soldiers since the late 1800s.
Being here and just seeing how beautiful and majestic it is.
Over 237,000 loved ones have been laid to rest across these 346 acres in South St. Louis County.
How many people are honored for keeping our country free? It really is touching.
Among the thousands of heroes, many with a personal connection to the Melville School District.
There's tons of people in our district that have loved ones buried here.
That's why 6 years ago, the then National Honor Society co-sponsor Dina McKelvey had an idea.
She had lost her father a couple years prior and was thinking of ways of how we could honor veterans buried here at JB.
Just like that, the Grave Wreaths Project was born and has continued to evolve with time.
I never dreamed it would get to this level, and so it's like blowing my mind.
Melville High School NHS students created patriotic wreaths, then worked with elementary students to decorate rock markers.
We get them involved at a young age, and hopefully we get to see them in high school working on these grave wreaths and taking on what we've started.
All of that coming together Veterans Day weekend, when students spent their Sunday visiting the graves of more than 150 relatives of district staff.
This is a way to make sure that we are giving our students an opportunity to participate in service to see how really rewarding it is.
With every visit, a wreath was placed, a picture was taken, and a rock marker was left, serving as a token of gratitude to all the heroes that came before them.
This is an opportunity for them to give back, show appreciation, and just do something special for people that gave everything for us.
In South County, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
And overall, 110 students in the Melville School District were involved in today's project, and afterwards, the students put cards together with pictures to send to the employees. Yesterday, the Armory hosted a fundraiser for a new charity for veterans, and a high-ranking veteran with ties to our area helped lead the cause. USA Cares is a veteran and family support system now opening a chapter in St. Louis. Tim Matheny says the nonprofit provides so many services for vets, including resources for veterans who might be struggling with their mental health, a cause close to his heart as a former service member and a father who lost his son to suicide.
You know, we lost close to 5,500 people in combat in Iraq and Afghanistan over the last 20 years. We've lost close to 21,000 to suicide. Now the military is serious about it. There's a lot of different veterans groups out there. And that's kind of what I'm doing now for USA Cares, because I don't want any family to ever have to go through that again.
You can find out more on USA Cares' mission and how you can help support these veterans on KSDK.com. We're taking a live look over downtown St. Louis. A little warmer today in the bi-state after a chilly Veterans Day. And meteorologist Gary Frank has a look at your weather first forecast.
Yeah, not all that bad. We actually warmed up a little bit more than yesterday as we worked our way into the 60s. And that's a steady diet of what we're going to expect over the next few days. As we look at Arnold now, clouds setting yesterday. We had a similar look, but there were a few more clouds that settled in the evening. Not so much right now. You'll see where most of that cloud cover is. It's to the south, and that's what you'll see. Otherwise, it's clear, and I think that continues into the overnight hours. We're still at 61 degrees. Keep in mind our average high is 56, so we're well above that even after sunset, and we're going to drop a little bit. We already see that in the valleys of Chesterfield, 53, 52 in Mount Vernon. A nice evening for the most part will hold steady. Now, the next few days, the warmth will continue, and we remain very dry. We just cannot find any rain, and even when it's cool, it's just normal. We'll time out that cold front and try to talk a one chance of rain into our forecast the next 7 days as we see how warm we get.
All right, Gary. Now to the war in Israel. This weekend, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said a ceasefire will only be possible if Hamas releases all of the 200-plus hostages. The Prime Minister says Hamas is using hospitals as shields for its fighters, while Palestinians and rights groups accuse Israel of harming civilians there. The health ministry in Gaza says more than 11,000 Palestinians have been killed. On Meet the Press today, Benjamin Netanyahu told NBC's Kristen Welker that eradicating Hamas is the focus.
If you want peace, destroy Hamas. If you want security, destroy Hamas. If you want a future for Israel, the Palestinians, the Middle East, destroy Hamas. We're absolutely intent on achieving it.
Netanyahu also says when the war is over that Gaza will be demilitarized and Israel will control security there. And developing right now in our area, we're learning about a protest in St. Louis in support of the Palestinians. In the last hour, we have learned that Free Palestine, a demonstration, shut down parts of Kingshighway near the hospitals. Traffic appears to be back to normal now. A St. Louis woman is committing her life to making people feel good by making people look good. She just opened her new beauty bar and spa location yesterday and talked to 5 on Your Side's Travis Cummings about how she's bringing young people on the journey.
This room we have private Yanni steam chairs.
It's the perfect place to get pampered.
And then right here, we also do lash extension training or teeth whitening training.
220 Eye Candy Beauty Bar on Manchester Avenue is Candace Dorsey's pride and joy.
Started off doing lash extensions, and as much as I enjoyed that, I also wanted to learn more in the field. So I went to school to become an esthetician, and I loved it and opened up my beauty bar.
That's not the only service she's providing.
We opened Romans 12 Outreach Ministry, and we do like counseling services. We do a lot of outreach and community service works.
Dorsey's combining the two now by offering classes to teens like Taylor Owens.
So never go off of this. You always want to use your...
And it's more than just the craft being taught.
I've learned a lot about partnership, and I've learned a lot about how to do lash extensions and how to actually know how to map out what you're doing.
And we're going to teach them how to start their business. We'll help them get their documents filed with the IRS and with the Secretary of State.
Dorsey says what's happening inside these suites goes beyond the teeth whitening and the lash extensions. It's about empowering young people and giving them the confidence to do any type of work.
She's just really good at not being a critic, which helps a lot with feeling like I'm at a place that I can actually learn from.
Making sure young people feel good.
Really good fan you did. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So they can do good.
And I just want to make sure they could take away something that could help them for the years to come.
Travis Cummings, 5 on Your Side.
And 10% of sales at Eye Candy Beauty Bar is donated to Romans 12 Ministry to fund the classes for young adults and teens ages 16 to 21. And Dorsey plans to soon open a bigger space in Hazelwood to offer more classes more often.